about to check out this video I came across. I seen Chris Paul on it. It's brought to us by a podcast called Dark Black Times. I saw the title of it and I had to stop because we all know Chris Paul at one point was he was the head of the Players Association, and I don't know if he still is, but I know at what point he was. And I just like perspectives of people that deal with sports on the corporate level, just in comparison to what we deal with on the corporate level, because it teaches us the character of these people that we tend to work for. And the title of the video was Chris Paul exposes why they are slowly being erased from the NBA. Like, to me, that title, like, I didn't even know that. Who's being slowly erased is the question. That's what I want to know, because it seems like we are collectively being erased from history and everything else. So I just want to see if they're doing that in the big old NBA too. So we about to check this out. It's a short clip, but we about to react to it and see what we can learn about how the NBA operates, man.
CP3, you were one of the most creative forces in the NBA.
That was Clyde Drexler. I had nothing to do with it. Oh, what a great thing! Yeah. And a put out by... Let the guys start to lick their wounds and get ready for the next one.
I ain't gonna lie. Like on 2K, I'll play with him. I never was a big Chris Paul fan, and it's not because of his talent. Not at all. It's not for lack of talent or nothing like that. He is who he is. It's just that I'm so much of a D Rose fan, and I felt like the energy between Chris Paul and D Rose, I felt like Chris Paul was a little envious of D Rose. And me being a Chicago native and a D Rose fan, I'm sorry, man. I'm riding with D Rose. So, I'm probably going to see some Chris Paul highlights I've never seen before, because I just wasn't one of them people that watch Chris Paul play. Because,
Here's Paul.
Man.
2 rebounds away from a triple-double. 22 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds. Make it 11.
Kevin Durant, though, said the other day that 6'2" and under guards aren't at a premium anymore.
And I'm like, I don't know if the 6'2" and under guard is at a premium no more as a starter. Maybe as a backup.
If you look at the game today, point
true.
guards now are 6'7", 6'8", 6'9".
And there's been unbelievable games.
You still need some guys out there that know the playbook, that know how to orchestrate the game or whatnot. And if you come across a guy who ain't 6'2",
Okay. I see where Chris Paul is going with this. See, the title, it makes you think, but I really feel like he's just having a short man problem right now. And as a man, he's actually tall. Like if we're gonna average men, but NBA size, guards are huge now, and they have the skills and physical ability to do a little more than just the average point guard. Now, I understand that the point guard is the leader on the floor, and they're said to be the brains on the floor a lot of times. But as we can tell now, even during the LeBron era of things, that these young people understand the game of basketball, and they're smart on the floor. We know this. Not all of them, but they are learning. So if the 6'2", 6'1" point guard is disappearing, starting point guard, what are we supposed to do with that? It is what it is.
you know, that's 6 feet, 6'1" or whatnot, they gonna be just fine.
Well, now tuned in to the Dark Times channel.
Right, like everybody thinks that they gonna be the next Wemby just because they tall, right? And everybody think that they're gonna be KD because they tall. But KD probably be the first person to tell you, and I don't know, but you still need some basketball IQ, some smarts. Like everybody think you can throw all these forward.
My bad. We are reacting and learning right now. But this is KD story. Fun fact, KD story. Y'all know KD went to Farragut, right? And he was in high school during the time I was in high school, and they played against us. They played against Marshall, and I swear to God, y'all, to see him in real life as a high school kid, the things that they was doing to our team was ridiculous. It was unbelievable. I'm talking about throwing oops from half court. Like, it made a high school basketball gym look small, boy. It's unbelievable what Kevin Garnett was in high school, and I don't think I saw that up front in personal. Like I don't think I saw that again after him. I know it's some great athletes that have come along, but the dog that's in KG, I have not saw that replicated, man. I do like our new rookie though. I do like our rookie Caleb. I love him, but it's just to see KD in person, you can't even put into words the switch that he cuts on when he step on the court, and that was in high school. So it was a joy to watch him go through his career because we knew this is who this man was. This is who he was in high school. So it's hard to get that dog that you got out of KG. I don't know if they're going to find that again.
It's on the court and just say go win the game. No, that ain't happening.
Pop the three, off to the left, no good, and the rebound, Jabari Smith.
Right? You still need some guys out there that know the playbook, that know how to orchestrate the game or whatnot. And if you come across a guy who ain't 6'2", you know, right, that's 6 feet, 6'1" or whatnot, they going to be just fine.
.5 minutes. 6 to shoot. Hardaway to Lister.
Hardaway just, when he finally broke down Avery Johnson and beat him, people had to help, and that left Alton Lister.
These players now play accidental basketball, and it drives me and Phil crazy because it's all penetrating pitch. You may make the shot, you may not. You have no idea who's going to be open or whatever. It's accidental basketball. We play basketball with purpose.
And that's really the bigger point Kobe Bryant was making. Yes, the game has evolved, but somewhere along the way, the evolution started removing so many things that made basketball actually feel like basketball.
And then we've lost post-up players. Bigs don't even have a place in the game anymore.
Now, because I grew up in the Michael Jordan era, I watched a lot of basketball growing up. I collected basketball cards, traded basketball cards, did all of that. And I do agree with them as far as like the big men posting up, like David Robinson used to do, Patrick Ewing used to do, even Tim Duncan, who we see right here on the screen. Like, that part of the game, everybody want to shoot nowadays, which makes it, I guess they want to play finesse basketball, but I feel like that's why everybody getting championships throughout this era. It's fun to watch. I'm not knocking none of the young players because I enjoy watching them, but in comparison to what basketball used to be, it's too friendly now. It's absolutely too friendly. Ain't nobody throwing no balls down in the post. Ain't nobody getting no real bump. The one-on-one scene tougher than the posting up you will see in the NBA, and that's why it's so easy for people to get championships nowadays. Like, real talk, this might be a little off topic, but think about this right quick. The LeBron era, his people think he's the GOAT. Us that know better know Jordan is the GOAT. And the one reason why I say Jordan is the GOAT, and I never hear people say this in the debates, I don't care if it's Charles Barkley, I don't care if it's big YouTubers, small YouTubers, nobody ever argues the point that the reason Michael Jordan is the GOAT over LeBron, forget everything else that y'all try to compare, is because couldn't nobody get a ring. Jordan, literally, there are Hall of Famers, where the sole reason why they were not champions was Michael Jordan. You can't say that for the LeBron James era. His era is like an Oprah Winfrey show. You get a ring, you get a ring, you get a ring. All the all-stars and superstars of their era will go down in history as champions. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. So to me, that's what separates the whole GOAT conversation, is the fact that Michael Jordan was able to put on ice Hall of Famers. He was able to prevent them from getting rings, even though they had the talent to get them. They just couldn't get past that man. They couldn't stop that man. That is not the case for LeBron James. Everybody getting rings. Everybody gonna retire with rings in the LeBron era. And that's the difference, man. That's my argument about that. But let's get back to this.
Right. That to me is the tragedy, because now what we do is we have these guys that work in basketball offices that are analytic guys that sit here and say why we need to shoot more threes and twos. And they convince the upper management and everybody else that you should be, guys that never played the game, you should be shooting more threes and twos.
The game of basketball is pretty simple if the ball's moving.
Sure.
Now, the point guard can do whatever he wants to do. He can dribble from one side to the other, back and forth. But he's an initiator, and if he gets that ball moving, that ball's moving, everybody feels a part of it. It doesn't matter where it ends up, because it's always going to end up to the best player. You know? Sometimes that always happens.
Yeah.
Ball
has energy.
That's right, and you get that ball moving, and good things happen all the time. It's a pretty simple game if you play it the right way.
You know, what's funny, what I don't like about the NBA is you're special. He's a difference maker. He's a floor general. He has the IQ. He makes those around him better. And if you look at the game today, point guards now are 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". So I'm like, we're missing the point guards, traditional point guards, I like to call them. You know, like a Chris Paul. It seems like those that are a little shorter aren't getting the same opportunities as they did before because the game has evolved in a different direction. Yeah.
I think they're not getting the same opportunities because of the match. Like, who are they going to match up against? Because we can't even say that, because when D Rose stepped on the floor, it didn't matter that he was 6'1", 6'2". It did not matter. He had the skill, he had the strength a lot of times too to kill anybody right in front of him, to defend anybody right in front of him. I think that the problem with the 6'1", 6'2" point guard nowadays is defense. Defense will always get you a place on somebody's roster, period. And that's the thing. If you all offense as a point guard, and yeah, you can see the floor and you're running plays and you're doing this, but then you're not playing any defense, you're a hindrance to your team. We can get somebody 6'5", 6'6", to go ahead and run our point, and then he's also going to play defense. So we have to think about that when we say that the 6'1", 6'2" point guard is disappearing or is no opportunities for them. They have to be able to defend. Can that 6'1", 6'2" point guard still produce, still run this offense, and then come back down here and defend a 6'6", 6'7" point guard? That's the question. That's what will keep them off the floor. Let's not act like it's a bias because they're small. People like Muggsy Bogues, who you see on the screen right now, he played defense. Like, Chris Paul needs to stop this whining right now. He really needs to stop this whining right now.
It's evolved, and everybody think just because you're tall, you got to be able to dunk and all that stuff like that. But being able to shoot the ball and actually being able to run a team.
Yes.
Right? Everybody talk about having that guy who's an extension of the coach or not. Like, there's so much that's happening on these teams, and I'm glad that I'm done now, and I know these locker rooms. I spent more than half of my life in these locker rooms, and it doesn't always have to be the point guard, but somebody got to be in there and lead.
Yes,
right. Lead and know that when this stuff is going on in the game, that this is what we're trying to get back to. Like, a lot of those guys who naturally score the ball and want to score it. Still want to have somebody that can get you the ball.
Absolutely.
You ain't got to dribble the ball up the court every time. You want somebody to be able to get you the ball in the spots where you like it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the biggest issue for a smaller guard in today's NBA will probably come on the defensive end. With everybody playing 5 out, teams can easily create a switch and isolate the weakest defender and go after him again.
Spencer acts like he's about to back Shepherd down or use the actual screen, but at the last second he spins baseline and immediately gets by the Rockets' point guard. Now he's a step on the defender, but Shepherd's quick enough to force Pat a bit closer to baseline. But with the rest of the Rockets not helping, Spencer easily bullies him in the paint and puts him in the weight room. The problem with switching is that it creates mismatches. Now Santos has a much smaller Shepherd in the post, so once Draymond got the ball up top, you know he's immediately looking to pass into the mismatch. Houston still is not helping and staying home, so he's an easy lob over Shepherd, who makes it worse by not only getting beat, but jumping and fouling Guy Santos for the and one. That's worst case scenario for the defense. Without waiting for the defense to get set, Melton goes into isolation mode on the weak defender and Shepherd, tween, hezzy, then gets in the paint with zero resistance. Bodies Shepherd to push him off balance, forcing the Rockets point guard to make another stupid mistake by desperately getting his hand in the cookie jar. Another stupid soft foul by Shepherd.
I was just about to say that. Like, he looked like a high schooler out there getting pushed around. This is just unacceptable. Unacceptable. He's supposed to be off the floor. This is why you won't get no playing time. This is why that position will disappear. Because you're not out there anyway, buddy. You're not out there anyway. You are a non-factor out here. Put on some weight or something. Make your presence felt. And then if you're going to foul hard. What are you doing?
That gets the Warriors an and one opportunity right at the basket.
So do you think the profile of players changed? Like, I'm been thinking, I'm like, I don't know if the 6'2" and under guard is at a premium no more as a starter. Maybe as a backup. But you have to be.
We just talked about this the last night.
It's gotten compressed.
It has.
Right? It's compressed.
It has.
It's at like
Steve
either
Nash, one of the
Donovan
greatest.
Mitchell, Drew Holiday, 6'3",
Lou Dort.
Lou Dort, or it's you got to be.
You can't get picked on defense. That's the thing, because we playing such the pick on game that they will really, literally, if you can't guard, they will bring you up every play.
Yep.
And if you're 6 foot, 6'1", and you're not a bulldog like a Davion Mitchell, Drew Holidays. On the defense side, or you're not an offensive flat out savant like Kyrie, where you can score on dudes 7 feet easily and ISO, then I just can't see. And you got your nowadays is offenses are giving the ball to their best player. I don't care if you 6'9", 6'10". If you out on that perimeter, Paulo up there, bring up Darius Garland. If you don't have that built in, but Cleveland did a good job of building in that helper. But if you don't have that around, those guards at that size, it's going to be tough.
Because now 5 guys outside the three-point line.
Exactly.
If he played 10, 15 years ago and beyond, 6 out of 10 dudes are inside the three-point line. You got help right there. Right?
That makes defense easier for everybody. It's harder for some of the best defenders to guard up with all of this space.
And so when people question the game and the way it's headed, they're not simply stuck in the past. They're not afraid of change. And a lot of people in the comment section, a lot of my videos say that it's inevitable. Change is inevitable.
Well, what y'all think? Is change inevitable? It's happening anyway in the NBA. I don't think the 6'1", 6'2" guard is disappearing as long as they are talented enough to be productive on both ends of the court, man. You got to be able to play defense. You got to put some weight on you. You got to be an outright dog if you're going to be 6'1", 6'2", and compete at the highest level in the NBA. Let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all on the next video, man.